Well, what's going on, Cardinal Nation? Well, what a game today, and in particular, what a comeback this was. A very impressive comeback. 8-6, we hang on to get the win over the Chicago Cubs. It was looking like it was going to be another really tough loss. Thankfully, yesterday the Cubs hit a franchise record 8 home runs, including going back to back 3 times, and thankfully they did not hit 8 home runs in this game. So, but this was a very impressive comeback win against one of the best teams in baseball, and now to set up a rubber game and potentially win a series would be huge. So we would take an early 2-0 lead in the top of the first as rookie third baseman Thomas Sajacy would drive into the one of them would score, or Sajacy would make it to second on an error by Kyle Tucker, so that would put us up 2-0. So obviously it was still early, but that was an outstanding start. So as Nolan Arenado did not play in this one, Sajacy got the start at third. Arenado apparently was out with shoulder inflammation, and the Cubs had a opener. They went with left-hander Drew Pomeranz as an opener, and he didn't even get through one inning. Went just a third of an inning, and that was the first time that he had allowed a run this season. He had a perfect 0 ERA in relief, and now as a starter, albeit less than one inning. Those 2 runs were actually off of their second pitcher. So, and Matthew Liberatore would get out of a bases-loaded jam at the bottom of the first to keep us on top. Then, in the bottom of the second, a solo home run by Michael Busch to make it 2-1 for Busch, who had 3 homers yesterday, now has another one here. So 4 homers in the past 2 games for Busch. So that would make it 2-1. Then we will go up 3-1 solo home run by Nolan Gorman to put us up 3-1. For Gorman, who had a very solid month of June, was one of our best hitters in June. So that put us up 3-1, his 8th year. And Cubs would cut the lead to 3-2. RBI ground out by Ian Happ would make it 3-2. And so Liberatore, a fine outing, definitely much better than Mike was yesterday after Miles gave up 6 home runs. 5 solid innings for Liberatore, getting out on a couple of key jams. And then Kyle Leahy would come in, pitching in the bottom of the 6th, would give up a game-tying single to Nico Horner. And then Michael Busch would score on a wild pitch to put the Cubs on top 4-3. And Steven Matson then come in, and he would get Pete Crow Armstrong to strike out to keep it at 1 run at 4-3. So then at the bottom of the 7th, a solo home run by Carson Kelly to make it 5-3. Kelly has had an outstanding year. So we're down only 2, down to our final 6 outs. Willis Contreras would fly out, and then Alec Burleson with a solo home run to make it 5-4. Burleson, he also had an outstanding month of June. And then Lars Nootbaar reached on a bunt hit to put 2 runners on for Nolan Gorman, and he would tie the game with a single to tie it up 5-5. And then Joel Pozo, coming off the bench, pinch hitting, would hit a 3-run home run, a long home run, to put us up 8-5. So Pozo, who's had a number of really key moments this season. Just a couple weeks ago, he had a walk-off and a come from behind win, and now this one, a key go-ahead home run to put us up 8-5. Then the Cubs would cut the lead to 8-6. Seiya Suzuki and RBI double to make it 8-6. And then Ryan Helsley pitched in the bottom of the 9th, 1-2-3, for his 17th save of the year. So a huge win, and to do it at Wrigley Field against one of the best teams in the game is pretty impressive after yesterday's game. So now he can look to potentially win the series tomorrow. It'll be in prime time. At 5 o'clock, it'll be Eric Fetty getting the start against Matthew Boyd for the Cubs, who's had a very good year, and Fetty, who his last couple starts, including against the Cubs 2 starts ago, was not so great. Boyd, who went 6 scoreless innings when he last faced the Cardinals, his ERA is at 166 his last 7 starts. So till then, Comic saying go Cards.